Today's episode is brought to you by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Calling all foodies, Bush's is hiring. Are you passionate about food, looking for growth, development, and excellent wages? Come grow with Bush's and apply online at bushes.com/join our team. That's Bush's, BUSCHS.com/join our team.
From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Emma Stein with today's Free Press Voice Briefing. It's Thursday, July 21st, 2022. The Michigan Department of Transportation is closing I-94 in Detroit for an entire week so it can move a 1,100-ton bridge through the city. The bridge will be the first network-tied arch bridge built in the state, and it's going to connect the north and south sides of 2nd Avenue. The bridge, deemed an engineering marvel, will shut down parts of the freeway beginning on Friday. Once it's done, the bridge will offer 1 car lane in each direction, 9-foot-wide sidewalks, 8-foot-wide bike lanes, plus landscaping and architectural lighting.
I'm Dave Boucher with the Detroit Free Press. Autumn Jervis is not a babysitter, but she essentially gets paid like one. Every day, the 27-year-old lead preschool teacher at a childcare facility in Ann Arbor aims to foster social and emotional growth for 24 kids between the ages of 3 and 5. But the single mom can barely afford to send her own daughter to the site where she works. And Jervis could likely earn more money if she left for a job at Starbucks. She told the Free Press, quote, "There were times where I was kind of choosing between the bills. What's the priority? If it comes down to it, what do I need to pay in order to keep my lights on and food in the fridge and on the table?" Jervis is not alone. The COVID-19 pandemic only exacerbated long-standing problems that advocates and others say put the childcare industry at the precipice of collapse. Care is exceptionally expensive. Think the cost of a small new car every year, while early educators receive paltry pay. Many areas of Michigan don't have centers at all, forcing thousands of workers to leave their jobs to take care of their children. Acknowledging the problem, Governor Gretchen Whitmer, Northern Michigan Republican Jack O'Malley, and others worked together to change the law and allocate billions of dollars to stave off center closures. A more than $1.4 billion plan helped thousands of centers across the state and provided $1,000 or $500 bonuses to staff. The law changes allowed smaller and medium-sized centers to accept a few more kids, bolstering their revenue. Lawmakers also made it easier for parents to access safety records and for centers to collaborate on business practices with others in the field. At the same time, a new pilot project spreading across the state aims to entirely reimagine how society provides childcare. Through the Tri-Share program, an employer, employee, and the state each pay a third of the cost of that employee's childcare. There are income eligibility caps, and the program is still in its infancy. But Jervis said it's already helping her save almost $300 a month on her own childcare. She told the Free Press, quote, "Previously to this, childcare was almost the same amount I paid in rent, which was really hard for me, especially within the world right now. Things are just really expensive." She'd love for Tri-Share to expand, offering a new lifeline to a vital industry and parents scrambling for solutions.
I'm Tony Garcia, sports reporter for the Detroit Free Press, and we have made it to the middle of July, so for college football purposes, that means one thing. It is officially watch list season. On Wednesday, the Doak Walker Award watch list for the nation's top running back was released, and both Michigan and Michigan State have a man on the list. For the Wolverines, it's Blake Corum. The junior running back was second man in rotation last year behind Hassan Haskins and still managed to put up 952 rushing yards on 144 carries, scoring 12 total touchdowns in 12 games. Now, he's expected to be the feature back, with Donovan Edwards the second man in the 1-2 punch. Up in East Lansing, the Spartans are looking to make it 2 years in a row where a transfer running back comes into town and brings home the hardware. Last year, Kenneth Walker was the Doak Walker Award winner, finishing the season with 1,636 rushing yards and 18 touchdowns. This year, all eyes are on Colorado transfer Jarek Broussard. The grad transfer was Pac-12 Offensive Player of the Year in 2020, rushing for 895 yards and 5 touchdowns in just 6 games. Last season, he ran for 662 yards and 2 scores. Central Michigan's Lou Nichols, who led the nation in all-purpose yards, was also on the list as well, as was Eastern Michigan's Samson Evans and Western Michigan's Sean Tyler.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out freep.com. That's FREEP.com. I'll see you tomorrow.